I'm so excited to see you tonight.
First date, baby. First date, I can't wait. First date.
Do you talk anytime soon?
Soon.
Okay.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to another podcast of First Date. My guest today is a comedian, and he's the host of the Yo Show podcast. His new special, Snack Daddy, is available now, and you can also catch him on tour. Is that true?
It's a true tour. It's an Asian thing.
Michael Yo.
Yes, I'm here. Woohoo! Thank you for all the hardworking people on this show that make you look great. Big shout outs to all those people behind the
I thought you were
camera.
going to say all the hardworking people on this show.
No, not you. Them.
Yeah, I know.
Them. Because when I walked in, she goes, I just record and they do everything else.
They do.
I know. They're so amazing.
I show up and I talk.
I know.
And then I leave.
And then podcast.
And then boom.
It happens.
And then everything works.
First of all, can we acknowledge your beautiful hair? Yes. So a person on the show, I don't know their names. I didn't get everybody's names, but he complimented your hair, how great it looked.
Any.
Yes, Annie, yes.
And he's the one that gave me the compliment.
He did. And he did. Yeah, he gave
And
you
he
the,
did.
And he did.
Oh.
He gave you the compliment. And then the first thing, like every woman would say, he complimented how great you look. And you go, no, I didn't look good last week. What's wrong? Well, I look bad. See, that's what y'all always trying to find the worst things. That's the problem with women. I love women, but y'all can't.
True.
You can't take a compliment. You can't.
Yeah. Well, since I'm not pregnant anymore and I'm not as fat as I was,
Okay.
I've been taking compliments better. Now when someone's like, oh my God, you're glowing, I'm like, thank you.
So you found that disrespectful before when somebody says you're glowing, because that means you're.
I was never glowing.
You weren't. You were miserable.
I had acne. Yeah. I was like pudgy.
Yeah.
I was
What'd
not.
you crave? What was your crave?
Fruit.
What?
Fruit.
That's the worst.
No.
How are you going to crave fruit?
No, it wasn't like I just craved like an acai bowl.
Okay.
I wanted like a whole pineapple.
Oh, wow.
And then I wanted an apple, and I wanted the apple with peanut butter, and I wanted everything.
I'm just thinking
a lot of it.
I'm just thinking about you eating a whole watermelon and then shitting the rest of the night.
Oh,
That's all
yeah.
I thought. It was just everything coming out of you.
It was just seeds on seeds on seeds on seeds.
That's
a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the show.
Yeah. So anyway,
yeah,
now
but that don't. So,
I'm taking compliments now.
Okay, great. Well, you look great.
Thank you.
And your baby is 2 months.
Yep.
And that's great. And you seem like you have it together.
Yeah.
No, you don't. No, I can tell. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's great though.
Do you have kids?
I have 2, 8 and 5.
Okay.
My son's 8, my daughter's 5.
Give me some advice.
I would say you're going to get frustrated. You're going to get so angry at them.
Shake them?
No, don't shake.
Okay.
No shaking.
Don't shake.
No punching.
No punching.
No shaking. No throwing.
Okay.
I don't understand the parents that throw their kids way up in the air. Have you seen these white people? They throw their kids way up in the air.
Yeah.
And they catch them. I'm like, why would you do that? What if you miss? You never see black people do stuff like that. No black person gonna throw their kid up in the air like that. Only white people. White people do some amazing things. I'm sorry you're white, but what I'm saying is I see this in pools. They throw them up. Every picture.
That's my husband.
Why? Ask him, why are you throwing our child in the air? They're not a frisbee.
It's fun.
It's fun. Not for them. Not for them. And if you drop, just think how dumb that is. You could drop them.
Yeah.
No. And another thing, I'm in New York. I go to New York a lot. This is one thing black people do not do. And I'm half black and half Asian. If you're questioning it, I'm half black.
Stick around?
Yeah, stick around. No, what they'll do is they'll take pictures with cops. Like, you see this? White tourists will walk up to cops and go, hey, let's take a picture. You'll never see black people walk up to cops and go, let's take a picture. No, it's crazy things y'all do.
But the white people are mostly European when they're doing that.
No, they're white. They're American whites. Y'all just love cops. Like my wife is white. I know this. My wife, I didn't know.
Does she do that?
I didn't know. My wife got pulled over once and I was in a car. I never knew you could talk back to cops and they're okay with that.
What happened?
Oh, she asked the cop, was I really speeding? Are you going to show up to court? I don't think I was speeding. You need to look at your radar again. And I'm just like, oh my God, you can do that? Like, this is amazing. I mean, it blew me away. It blew me but she's super white. My wife is like, where are you from?
She has blonde hair, right?
She's beautiful, blonde, but where are you from? Like what city?
Mesquite, Texas.
Mesquite. My wife's from Wyoming. So she like super white.
That is really white.
Like she white. I call her white. Yeah, and like she gets all the privilege. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. But it's great.
But you love her.
Oh my gosh, I love her so much. She's the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
How'd you guys meet?
A blind date. Before the
Really?
apps. Before the apps. I was doing a red carpet with Sharon Osbourne. I was hosting a breast cancer awareness event. And my mom beat breast cancer 3 times. So I was hosting this event. And a reporter, Sharon was trying to call Kelly to hook me up with one of her friends. Because I was single at the time. And then a reporter overheard us and go, hey, if you're single, I got the perfect girl for you, but she hasn't been out in 2 years. And I go, what kind of troll is sitting in there?
Doing nothing for 2 years.
And then we met the day after Valentine's Day. It was amazing. Never wanted to leave each other's side. And we got married 2 years later on Valentine's Day.
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing. She's the best.
Where'd you guys go for your date?
It's a place in LA called, oh my God, Blue Jam. It's
Blue Jam Cafe.
Blue Jam, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I've been there.
Oh yeah, that's where we went for our first date. Right on, I think it's Melrose or one of those streets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went there. That was our first date, and it was a breakfast date. So
I like a breakfast date.
I love a breakfast.
Do you think that's a good date for a first date?
It is. It's way better than dinner. Dinner's a lot of pressure. Stressing up. It's the pressure of after.
Yeah.
How's the night gonna end? Does he pick you up? Does he not pick you up? With breakfast, nobody's gonna pick somebody up for breakfast.
Yeah.
That's weird to pick up somebody on a first date for breakfast, right? You just meet there, have coffee, have breakfast, and it's good food.
And then you can go about your day.
Exactly. Hey, and if you don't like them, you'd be like, oh, well, I got to meet my friends. I got to do this. So you have a whole day of lies. You can you have a whole day of lies you can tell them. At night, what are you going to say?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like, you have to be, this is not going to work, Did you ever get into the app thing?
I did.
Oh, really? See, I missed
None of it ever worked, though.
Really?
Yeah. No, I went on dates with people that I would meet on some apps, but I had to exclusively stick to Raya, which is where like all the douchebags go.
Why'd you have to stick to Raya?
Because my profiles kept getting deleted on the other apps because people kept saying I was catfishing.
Really?
Yeah, and I would get reported all the time, and my profiles kept getting deleted because they're
Were
like,
you really on these apps trying to find somebody?
Yeah.
Really? What's your? I know who you're. I've seen the guy. Your husband-ish guy.
Yeah, my husband.
Husband-ish.
Well, no, we're married. He still hasn't proposed. I still don't have a ring.
How are you married and he didn't?
We went to the DMV or the clerk's office or whatever, and we like pulled a number, like at the meat market at the grocery store, and then we just went up, and then some girl sitting behind a screen married us in like 5 minutes.
So you're married, never proposed.
Still hasn't proposed.
Was this because you got pregnant or something?
Well, so it was a week before I gave birth, and
he waited. He was like, "We're gonna make sure we have
this
this
was
baby."
not his idea. I was like, "You have 2 options. Either we get married and he can have your last name, or we don't get married and he gets my last name."
What's his last name?
Black.
Oh, I like that last name. Yeah.
But mine's Compton.
I know, which is kind of blacker than black.
I know. I'm gangster.
I know.
I'm more.
No.
Okay.
No,
all right. We'll back it up a little bit.
Come on now. Now you're being ridiculous. She just said, "I'm gangster."
I'm so hood.
Yes, you are.
I'm thug life. Okay.
Wait. So Mesquite Tech. Did you ever live in LA?
Yeah, for 16 years.
Yeah, you shot some movies, I saw.
Yeah.
I do research on people too.
Thank you.
I know all about you. Yep. Mm-hmm. But what type of guys were you into on the apps? Was it the type of guy you're kind of married to? or was it?
You don't have a choice. No, on the apps, they're on Raya. Remember,
Raya, yeah,
it was
okay.
only Raya.
It's just celebrities, right?
They were
For people
just,
that.
yeah, it was just people in the entertainment
But was it
industry.
real celebrities or was it kind of celebrities?
It was like anybody that had more than like 2,000 followers on Instagram.
Oh, so my mom is in there too. Oh, that's great. My mom's crushing. My mom's on Raya.
Raya was so lame. They really like, you had to apply and then they looked at your Instagram profile. And if you were like Instagram popular, you got to be on there. And it was mostly like people in the entertainment industry or athletes.
So athletes, did you go out with any athletes?
I did go out with an athlete.
Okay, one.
Okay.
How was that?
Horrible.
Why?
I think he was secretly gay.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? He didn't want to make out with you or anything? He didn't want to have sex with you?
He had a gay voice. And I had to listen to that shit for
okay, I'm him. So, no, you're him and I'm you. So what do you want to do tonight?
No, I can't even do it. But he like, his best friend was gay.
Okay.
That was a red flag for me.
Okay, yeah.
A straight
guy hangs
male
out with a gay guy.
hangs out with a gay guy.
Yeah.
And then
What sport?
He journaled.
He journaled. Oh, he was in touch with his feelings.
Really in touch with his feelings.
Did he cry?
Did yoga. Oh my gosh. When he read my journal, cried hysterically.
Oh, so you journal too?
I only journaled because he made me journal. He made me. He shamed me.
Did it?
Yeah,
And
he
you did
shamed
it?
me into making me feel like I wasn't in touch with my feelings and said that I never communicated with him. So I said fine. And I journaled one time and I had a pros and a cons list of everything that I liked about him, which was like 3 things. It was like he has blue eyes, he's male, he has okay abs.
Male. Okay.
And then all the bad things. It went on for like 14 pages.
Oh, wow.
And so he read that one
And he started
day.
crying?
When I came home, he was huddled in a corner, bawling his eyes out. And I was like, you're gay.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you tell him that?
When he finally left.
When he finally left, you're like, you're gay.
I was like, oh, by the way, you're gay.
Yeah. So no intimacy at all.
Some, but
But not great.
But it's just like, he probably just liked getting his dick wet
Yeah.
by anything.
By anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
I think he was gay.
Okay.
That was my one athlete.
And when you were in bed, did he call you Larry instead of Lauren? He's like, Larry.
No.
You're so amazing, Larry.
God, that would have been so much easier to break up with, though. I wished he would have.
Well, and the problem with athletes, like they're super ripped too, and like the specimens.
But he had like okay abs, and he was like a dual athlete.
A dual athlete.
Yeah, he was like a pro. Man, I'm gonna give him away.
No,
he was a pro mountain biker and a pro skier.
Well, that's not a real athlete, though. I thought you meant like a real athlete. Like
that's even more offensive than calling him gay.
No, that he rides a bike, a mountain bike.
I agree.
You know, like athletes.
Gay.
To me, I can't believe you just called him a professional athlete. Look, no disrespect to mountain bikers.
To all the professional mountain bikers out there.
On a hill somewhere right now, kicking
Yeah.
up. No, I thought you meant football, basketball.
No.
Every guy you dated was white.
Yes.
Oh, you never taste the flavor?
No.
Never. Okay, all right. I just
Vanilla.
Vanilla. Oh, it's most.
Your
I'm
wife
married.
is
No, I know.
white.
No, but I'm saying, my wife also married a half black and Asian dude.
Yeah.
You know? So
were you the first half black? Any black?
I never ask about. I don't want to know. I do not want to. I don't know how many people my wife slept with or any women I've hooked up with. I used to live in Austin.
Do you think that you're the first? So you think you're the first, or you have an idea that she might be into black
No, I
guys?
have no idea.
No idea.
I don't ask. I think that's the most ridiculous question to ask. Well, tell me about today they call it body counts or whatever they call it.
Body count, yeah.
Body count. I would never want to know. Because I tell people, never ask me that question if you're not prepared to hear mine. And you don't want to hear mine. Like, you do not want to hear mine at all. You would hate me. So don't start this.
Okay.
You know, like I put it like this. In my 20s, I lived in Miami, South Beach. The older I got.
So that's like 400 or 500 people right there.
Right there. And then in Austin, I was a big radio DJ in Austin.
Damn.
Big on 96, and they even changed my name I was called Johnny Blaze in Austin because they thought Michael Yo was too urban.
Too urban?
So I called myself Johnny Blaze, and they go, yeah, that's more like it, even though you probably don't know, but Johnny Blaze is Method Man's AKA. Like, so they didn't know it was Wu-Tang, part of Wu-Tang, but I called myself Johnny Blaze. So I was on the radio for like 5-6 years on KHFI here. And man, this is when South by Southwest was a day, just one day. And I lived across the street from Palmer Auditorium for $600. And it was, and our radio station was on Barton Springs Road. I'll never forget, I would walk to work. And man, 6th Street.
You look good for being 120.
I'm half black and Asian. I'm actually 137. You're welcome. You're welcome. No, but I'm old, but I take care of myself. But man, body counts, like we threw down. Like I've done my partying where I'm done, you know?
Yeah.
But Austin has the most beautiful people to me. Beautiful ladies. I don't know about guys, but beautiful ladies like in it. They all kind of look the same, but they're all beautiful.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and Talkspace, the leading provider of online therapy, helps you face whatever is holding you back with a caring, licensed therapist. With Talkspace, you're not alone. 1 in 5 adults in the U.S. experience a mental health condition each year, but less than half of people who need treatment receive it. Talkspace makes getting help convenient. You can take your appointments from the comfort and privacy of your own home and exchange text, voice, or video messages with your therapist too. Talkspace makes it easy, accessible, and affordable to face your challenges, whether that's a mental health condition, relationship conflicts, past trauma, or everyday stress, and find your path to move forward with resilience and peace. Plus, most insured members have a $0 copay. Let me tell you more about why I love Talkspace. I love Talkspace because it's so convenient, and we all need a little convenience in our lives. Take care of yourself this month and every month with Talkspace. Talkspace is in-network with most major insurance plans, but if you pay out of pocket, as a listener of this podcast, you'll get $80 off of your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com/date and enter promo code SPACE80. That's SPACE80. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com/date and enter promo code SPACE80. Do you prefer living in LA?
I live in Las Vegas now.
Oh.
That's the best place I've ever lived.
I have a friend that lives out there and she loves it.
Amazing.
Do you gamble?
No, I perform on the Strip.
This is so weird. Everyone that lives in Vegas, y'all don't gamble.
Okay.
Y'all don't party,
so
really.
Do you ride steers since you live in Texas?
Okay, touche.
Okay. No. Well, you may ride a different steer.
But I guess when I think of Vegas, I don't think of doing anything else. When you think of Austin, you think of like music and comedy and other stuff.
Yeah, Vegas though, you think, Strip, but there's a whole nother life. It's so family oriented, actually.
Isn't that wild?
It's crazy. And it's the best thing that's ever happened to me and the family. I love it. It's the most community I've ever been in. Like, people really like each other there. And what's great too, it's not too left, it's not too right. It's a 50-50 state.
Right.
So you get to hear everybody's views, disagree, but everybody gets along, and you learn. Like, I moved there from LA, and as soon as I pull up, this is during election, Trump, like the first one, and I pull up, and to my left and right, I pull up, moving from LA, Trump signs, and our house was in the middle. And I'm like, what it's like, what? And then I met them, the nicest people you ever meet. And then you find out all this political stuff that's very niche. Like, there's extremes on both sides, but most people just want to care about their families. They don't care about and that's it. And you learn that, and then you're like, all right, this is all, the news is all just a show. But in real life, in a 50-50 state, it's fantastic. I love it. Yeah.
When did you guys move to Vegas?
Right after I got out of the hospital from COVID. That's when we moved to, I was on Rogan a while ago talking about it. But I was one of the first people in the hospital with COVID, almost died.
Really?
And then LA went to shit. There was tons of homeless people in our front yard.
I know all that. I moved to Austin right after COVID.
So I moved to Las Vegas. I lived in Studio City.
Okay.
Right by the bridge. So, it was just like encampments everywhere.
Yeah.
And I was walking my 3-year-old son at the time, and a homeless person threw a can at him. And I was like, why am I paying all this money to live in this? They can't even get their ish together. So we moved to Vegas, fell in love and been living there ever since.
I had a similar experience where I was living in a house in Venice and I opened my door and a homeless person was sleeping on my doorstep. But you know how the houses are in
Yep.
California? Like you can have an expensive house
Next to a shack, next to
on the street.
Yep.
And it's like it's not really your property once you walk out the door.
Yeah, it's Venice though. It's so much homeless in Venice where we never saw it where I lived. But soon as COVID happened, literally the encampments were mocking the neighborhood. They would there was one encampment where a guy had a tent. He put glass doors on his tent and a satellite dish just to
Dude.
just to mock that we couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
And it was a bad time. And then we were just like, I'm done with it. I'm tired of paying all this money to live here, the taxes and everything.
Yeah.
Moved to Vegas. And it's like also no state taxes. Like it's just a better place to live. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, the closer you get to the beach, the more expensive it is.
Yep.
And the more homeless people there are.
100%. Because if you were homeless, wouldn't you want to live close to the beach?
course.
Why would you want to live in the city? Put me on a beach. I would be homeless in Hawaii right now.
Yeah.
If I was homeless, Hawaii. Have you ever met a friend that was homeless?
Met a friend
Like somebody you grew up with that you ran across was homeless?
that was homeless?
Yeah.
No.
It's weird.
I know someone that I think is on the verge of being homeless, but
Okay, well,
but
this happened about 20 years ago. I knew him from middle school and high school. I went back to Houston to visit, and I was downtown. We were leaving a Rockets game, and a guy comes up to me and says, "Can I have some money?" And I go, "Yeah." And we made eye contact, and it was like we both flashed back to high school, and that was the first time I was like, "Oh my God!" Like, and I'm talking about homeless, like smelled, beat up, drugged out, and
he was on the street.
on the street, and he asked me for money, and literally I could feel he knew who I was and he knew I knew who he was. And to see we both feel very awkward in that moment. And I gave him money, and then he goes, and I saw him walk away. He goes, I'll pay you back. I go, yeah. I was like, no, you're not. But I'm like, no, you're not.
What?
But it was just a crazy moment to see someone you knew in high school, middle school, and is now homeless. And it was so sad.
Yeah.
You know, it made me look at homeless people differently, but it was like, if you've never, and I don't want people to experience this, but it's so different experiencing someone you knew in high school and middle school, and now you see them homeless. It's crazy.
Yeah, I have a friend that I used to kind of like work with a little bit. And then I didn't talk to him for a while, and he would like text me and ask me for money.
Yeah.
And then it went from like being like $100 to $200 to like $2.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man.
Yeah. It's bad, right? It's
Yeah.
sad.
And that's the
Did
only
you give
person.
the $2 or did you cut them off? You probably no. I'm serious because there's a certain point where you got to say, "I'm out."
Yeah,
You cut him off.
The last time that I talked to him, I gave him like $100, and
Okay.
I was like, "Don't ask me for any more
Good.
money."
Good for you. You got to set that boundary.
Otherwise, it's like I'm inviting that into my life.
You're supporting it in a
Yeah, and it got weird, and it's like I don't like to have people super close to me that could also be kind of that can get scary.
No, it can. 100%. Well, I'm glad we brought it down. But you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? But we're here and we're having fun.
But that's just true. I mean,
It is true.
that's like straight up facts.
Well, I mean, I've had past friends that I can't hang out with now because of promises I made in middle school. You know,
Really?
Oh, like, hey, if I make it, I'm gonna take. You know, like middle school, you're young. You're like, oh, if I make it, I'm gonna take care of you. If you make it, you're gonna take care of me. I had a guy 20 years later say, hey, you remember that promise you made to me in middle school? I'm like,
You're like, whoa, dude.
I haven't talked to you in 20 years.
Yeah.
And just out of blue phone call. It was the craziest thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
I have some questions here
Okay, bring them on.
that people have pitched me to ask you.
Oh, bring it.
Nothing's too crazy, but just people want to know your opinion on some things.
Give it to me.
What is the best way to fix a fuck up?
Fix a fuck up?
Like
The best way?
flowers or like what are you
Oh,
doing?
you're talking about in a relationship?
Yeah, if you mess
Oh my
up.
God. Well, you always mess up. If you're a guy, you always mess up. Anything you do is a mess up. Like you can be nice and it's a mess up. You could compliment your wife and it's a mess up because you complimented the wrong thing. You know, everything, like just enjoy the mess up. Like what I like to do, and guys are so dumb. We're dumb. We do this. But I feel a guy, you have to say, I'm sorry right away. Like before I start sentences, I'll be like, I'm sorry. And then I'll say what I got to say. Like I apologize before I even say anything to my wife because I just feel sorry holds so much weight, but you got to mean it. You can't be like, well, I'm sorry. Because then, you don't mean it. You got to be like, baby, I know I messed up. And what I said was really mean. Because I just said it and I didn't think about it. And I'm sorry.
I feel
No?
it's okay.
No, I just want to make sure you're okay. Because I really didn't mean it. Yeah. And you mean everything to me. And I love you so much. And I would hate to ever hurt you like that. So I say it again. I'm sorry.
Can everyone just take that, and do that? That works. You don't even need flowers if you do that.
You just got to say it like you mean it. So many guys get mad and they'll be like, well, I'm sorry. And they're like, well, that doesn't fix anything.
Yeah, it's like,
I've learned. Like my dad's taught me. My parents been married 51 years. I just saw them. My dad was like, never say the first or second thing that pops into your head. That's how you stay married. Just keep it to yourself. Say that third thing. And literally, when my mom says something idiotic, you see my dad counting in his head. He's like, 1, 2. And that's
3.
great. Yeah, it's like you literally see it like, okay. But I learned that. And,
well, the first thing is what the fuck. The second thing is fuck you.
Yeah.
And then the third thing is
yeah, okay.
You're right.
You might have a point there. Yeah. I think, yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah. No, it's so true. That's the life advice. Never say the first. If you want to be married, never say the first. As a man, now a woman can say anything they want because we just got to take it. And at getting married, you just need to know that. But a man, like me, I'm a comic, so I really, with all my friends, with you, I'll say the first thing. But with my wife, she's more. You got to understand how your wife is too. Like my wife is very sensitive, beautiful person, selfless person, amazing. But I know. She has a kind heart. So I can't attack that. Where she can say anything to me and I just laugh it off.
Yeah.
And my mechanism, and that makes her even angrier because I laugh when she's mad. Because I think it's funny. But,
And then you have to follow it up with,
and then she's
sorry.
like, she's like, well, I didn't say it. Like, my wife gets so angry because instead of saying the first or second thing, I'll look at her and just like shake my head. She says I can't shake my head. So now I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I can't show any, literally I'll just walk away and shake my head. She goes, why are you shaking your head? And she's nice and she's beautiful. But now she has to get used to me shaking my head because I won't say the first or second thing. Because our first and second thought could be very mean.
Of course.
Yeah. So say the third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really great advice.
Thank you.
What do you think is your personal worst quality?
Oh man, I am selfish.
Really?
I'm so selfish. I learned to
I wouldn't have guessed that. You don't seem selfish.
I used to be very selfish and ego. Oh, big ego back in the day. And then I got out of I was like a college athlete. I played football for the University of Arkansas, but I got too many concussions.
That's not a gay sport.
No, it's not. It's a man sport.
Yeah.
Even though you put your hands under somebody's ass to get a ball.
And you hug them.
And you hug them and you tap them on the butt.
Yeah.
And you see them naked in the shower.
Yeah.
It's not gay, though.
It's not gay.
No.
Not gay.
No.
No.
Mountain bike, you're by yourself, hitting a bunch of bumps. Yeah. Not gay.
Not gay.
Not gay.
No.
What was I saying? I forgot.
I'm sorry.
Football.
Your worst quality.
Oh,
You're selfish.
Selfish. So I had a big ego, too, in high school because I was a good athlete. Went to college, got too many concussions, and I saw my dreams disappear about being in the NFL, and that humbled me out. So I know you can have something and lose it right away.
Yeah.
So then I've been a different person. But like selfish, well, you can't when you have kids. So that's went away since I had kids. You could be married and be selfish. But
well, what do you do now? So it's like you've like quit smoking, you quit drinking. What's your vice?
Comedy. Getting out the house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Traveling by myself, going to different cities and stuff. Like that's what I enjoy it, but I also miss my family too a lot. I'm very I guess I'm just I don't have vices and stuff. I'm boring.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing to be, is a boring person.
Yeah.
Like I have tons of friends that live down here and they're my age and they still act like they're 20.
But
You
do
know?
they have family?
No.
Like, that's it.
No. But a family takes away because and you know this now, and you don't really know it until you have a kid, but literally you would die for something.
Yeah.
You wouldn't let anybody ever hurt this child, right? And until you have a kid, you never know that. You never know. You could have a brother, you could have a sister. It's different. You could have a parent. It's different when that's you. Still, my kids are 8 and 5. I'll look at them and look at my wife and go, that's us. Like, we did that.
Yeah.
It's just still blows me away. But I knew when, like, without a doubt, when I would because I don't know if I would die for my wife, but my kids, 100%. I mean, and you're the same way, right? Like if somebody said your husband or kids, you can be like, "We'll take my husband. My kids got to stay." I think every parent would make that choice.
That's true.
What father is going to be like, all right, a gunman will be like, your wife or your kids? You'd be like, well, baby, I love you, but we got to, and the wife will be like, save the kids, So because we care about our kids.
It is
so
true.
much. So I'm not trying to be, it's just the way it is. You know what I mean? All right.
Who's your emergency contact?
Oh, my wife. Not my parents. They're too old. They won't be able to find me. They'll be like, what? What? He's lost. What? Yeah, they're 80 and 74. Oh, man, they're crazy. My parents are crazy. I do a podcast with my parents, and they're bananas.
Yeah.
Like, they say they're crazy. They're so blunt and honest. Yeah, my wife is my emergency contact for everything. Because she would understand anything I do. Mm-hmm. Any trouble I would get into. I don't get in trouble, but yeah, she's mine. Not my parents. Like, I won't even let my parents watch my kids because I don't trust them. Never trust any parent over 70. Don't trust them with your kids. They will beat them. They will beat your kid because that's how they raise kids, right? They beat the hell out of us. Well, me at least. And I don't want, I could just see and they don't have the patience. No, I let my kids hang out with my wife's parents. Yeah. Because they're young. They're like 60, 65. Mm-hmm. Like, they're vibrant. Like, my dad is 80. He don't have the tolerance for kids.
Yeah. My first whoa moment after I had a kid was when I realized I'm going to be his emergency contact. And when you realize that you are someone else's emergency contact, I'm like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like suddenly the amount of responsibility that comes with being someone else's emergency contact.
But that's only for mothers. Like, kids are never going to put their father. That's for moms hold that burden. Like, my son or daughter, when they get my wife.
It's mom.
It's mom.
It's always mom.
It's mom. Yeah. It's supposed to be mom.
Yeah.
They came out of you. If they came out of us, I'm sure it would be dad. Well,
Yeah.
Like, mom, you have this thing. They're on your boobs and,
yeah.
like, like you're breastfeeding and they're with you more than the father at the beginning. So, yeah, it's I get annoyed, like my wife will walk in and they'll be like, Ma. I'll walk in. They don't even look at me. It's fine. It's fine. Let me tell you something. Fathers get no respect anymore. No respect. We don't, like, when our fathers came home, like, people were scared, I walk in the house, nobody's scared. We need to go back to where people are scared. I want the respect of walking in my house and people are like, oh, daddy's home. And they're rushing around trying to fix stuff like that, like I did.
That's not what happens
no,
when you go home.
No, that's not what happens.
What happens when you go home?
Nothing. They don't even look at me sometimes.
They don't even, it's just, you just walk in the door.
Yeah, it's like almost like I'm single. I just walk in and nobody pays attention. I'm like, this sucks, man. I want some fear when I get home.
Yeah.
Just a little. You don't not scared where he's going to beat me. Scared. Like, oh my gosh, let's make sure.
Oh, daddy's home.
Yeah, daddy's home. Let's make sure we're going to say hi at least. Something. If we don't say hi, we could be in trouble.
They just walk right by you.
No, they're on the couch watching. They don't even look up. I'm like, and I'm the one.
Flipping through the channels.
Yeah, I'm the one like, hey, I'm home. They're like, and they don't, without looking, they go, hey, dad. No respect. See, it's so wrong. Like, we need to go back. Like, that's one piece of our parents I would bring back is the respect for the father when he came home. And they don't even have to mean it. Just fake it. Just make me feel like I mean something when I walk in the door.
Yeah.
That's all I want. That's all I want. It's not funny, Lauren.
I think it's funny. What is the secret? Okay, well, the secret, you kind of answered this one. The secret to longevity is
Never say the first or second thing.
that's the same
Yeah,
thing.
it's the thing. Mm-hmm.
What is something that you learned from all of your past relationships?
Oh my gosh. Okay. If you date someone bipolar, let them tell you before they move in. Find that out before they move in. Don't let it be a long distance relationship. You're like, oh, this is great. Then when they move in, they're like, what are you coming home so late for? It's like, who are you? What just happened? Like
Whoa.
literally, yes, that was a mistake. I would say, yeah, that was the big one.
That is
Because it's hard, no, when you date long distance, really get to know them more than you would because once they move in, it's a completely different story.
Have you dated a lot of people long distance?
No, couple. Most of them, most of them, a couple. They came out. Most of them came out right, except that one. You know, that was a bad situation.
What's been besides the relationship that you're in now? Besides being married,
Yes,
before that, what was the longest term relationship you had?
maybe a year.
Really?
Oh yeah, my motto was "player for life without a wife." That was my thing.
Plan for life.
No,
with-
player for life.
Player for life. I think
without a
plan
wife.
for life.
Player for life without a wife. That was me. Woo woo. That was the old me though.
I can tell because that was rusty. That was not like the gangster
But back 20
player
years,
for life
without
thing.
a wife.
Yeah, like
it doesn't
that,
hit the same.
No, it was like so dad.
It
That was like
It sounded like a dad joke.
that sounded like like
See?
don't say that ever again. That was the last time you said
are
that.
we retiring that on
We're letting it go.
Oh, so I can't be in the club like
No.
player for life without a wife. No, you're right.
Don't you feel like
I feel it dates me.
that has some cobwebs on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made me realize that. And that's the whole reason for me coming on this podcast, to find out my faults, obviously. And you're right. You're right. 100%. It is old. Because nobody says player anymore either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do you call a guy that what is a guy like
A
that?
fuck boy.
Oh, a fuck boy for life without a wife?
That's even worse.
Worse, yeah.
Yeah.
A fuck. Now, what's a fuck boy? You
A
just
fuck
fuck
boy
'em.
is someone.
You just fuck. Well, yeah, I would want to be
But
if I was single,
but you
why wouldn't I
don't-
want to be a fuck boy?
Right. It's a
guy that you-
player. It's a player.
So it's a player.
A player in these days
Is a fuck boy.
Is a fuck boy. It's someone who's not serious.
Oh, well, shoot. That's fine. I'll be a fuck boy. Like if I was single, a fuck boy all day. I would have shirts that say fuck boy. Yeah. Fuck boy. That's dope. Dope. I just said dope. Is that too old? You know what that means? That doesn't mean the drug. That means that's
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
That's cool.
That's cool. You're like, I'm older than you, obviously, but not by much. Not by much. Not by much.
How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
How old do you think? Well, you know how old.
I don't know.
No, tell me how old you think I am. Look into my and be serious.
But it's impossible to tell with a half black, half Asian, no
right.
wrinkle
That's right.
guy that's like player for life.
Player for life without a wife. What? How old? Tell me. I won't get offended either way.
47.
47. I'm 60.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
I'm 60.
Is he 60? You're not 60.
I'm 60.
No, you're not.
I'm 60.
No, you're not.
I'm 60.
Bring it up. Pull it up.
See?
50. Dude.
Do I
there's-
really look 47?
Yes.
See, here's my thing. I don't know if you can really tell, and maybe because between now 37 and 55, you really can't tell people.
Maybe
It's-
not you.
Well, no, because I feel like people take way better care of themselves.
They're.
Because you're 37.
No,
right?
because now Ozempic is a thing, and
But what's that got to do with?
people just go.
Yeah, but that doesn't. No. You can be thin and look like shit. Yeah, because your face can still be like.
I think that dates people. I think that you lose a lot of weight, but you look old when you do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It dates like you. It's more about skincare.
Yeah.
Do you use stuff on your face?
like what?
Like stuff.
Like what stuff?
Like, do you have a
like makeup? Like, am I wearing
like
makeup?
cream? Do you put like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I do take care of my skin.
See, well, why you acting like that was a weird question?
Because I didn't know what stuff you meant.
Well, what stuff you think I meant? Huh? What stuff do you think I meant?
I thought you were talking about makeup.
Did you?
Kind of.
Okay. I think
Sort
you have
of.
a very dirty mind.
I would say, I use toner.
I don't care about that.
Okay. We're not going into the skincare routine.
I don't care about that. It was just oh my gosh, she really, I do not care.
I thought you wanted to know my skincare
No, I don't
routine.
care. No, I just wanted to know, oh my gosh. I don't care about toner, makeup. I was just like, do you have
I use stuff?
Do you use a moisturizer?
Sometimes.
Okay. That's it.
Do you want to know which one?
No. You've killed this conversation. This is the worst podcast ever. First date. This is a terrible first date.
That's okay. You'll still come back. They all do. They all do. It doesn't fucking matter.
They all come
It doesn't
back.
matter. Blonde hair and big boobs.
Do you feel like your boobs are better now or before?
Well, now that I'm breastfeeding, they're huge.
Do you like them bigger?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I think boobs are out.
I disagree.
No. I see you wear the little short shirts and all that stuff.
They're not out.
No, what? I don't think guys are impressed with, like, there was a time 10, 15 years ago where like every woman wanted big boobs. Now it's not hot anymore.
You're sounding gay.
No, I'm not gay. No,
But
I'm sorry. No, I'm
You're
not.
sounding gay.
No, I'm telling you, big boobs are not a thing like they used to be. Ask any guy in their booth.
Guys, are boobs a thing?
No, I didn't say that.
Disagree. I mean, boobs are still a thing.
But they're not as big as they were, like where every woman wanted them.
Oh, I think they've gotten bigger.
Oh, they're huge.
Yeah, I like
I
them.
think that they're
Y'all
still
sound
in.
horny back there, like you're whacking off. You're like, oh, they're so big. Oh my God. Oh, you hear that? That's gay. There are 3 dudes in the back go, oh my God, to each other. They're talking like that to each other back there. Oh my God, it's so big. Oh, I like them big. Oh my God. Anyway, look, I remember when, and I'm talking about plastic surgery.
This is like me saying big dicks aren't a thing.
No, dicks and boobs are like, why do y'all always compare boobs to dicks?
Because you don't have anything else.
When's the last time you ever, like a dude can't stick their boob into your vagina? Like you stick a dick in a vagina. What are your boobs? Your boobs have nothing to do with a dick. It's 2 different purposes.
Okay.
What I'm saying is boobs used to be a thing where every woman wanted to get implants. I don't think that happens anymore. I guarantee you, if you look it up, I guarantee you plastic surgery for boobs has gone way down. They're more into the ass, they're more into the ripped abs, ladies, more into fitness. It's not about boobs. It's not about boobs anymore. Yeah, I know you got big boobs and you're really offended by that.
I'm not. Mine are real.
I think you are. Okay, don't get mad. I didn't say, did I ever say they weren't real? Like, she's talking to me like I'm attacking her now. I'm just saying they're not as popular surgery
Okay.
as before.
Well,
I
do agree. I do agree that the ass, now that we've learned how to do the ass,
Yes.
that is more popular to get done.
But
We have some data.
show me the data. What is it?
Okay. Since 1997, the annual number of breast augmentation procedures has increased by 206.8%.
No. That's a wrong stat. That's wrong. Let me tell you why that's wrong. Because it's 1997.
You're going to go up against the AI overview on Google.
No. See, that's misleading. Let me tell you why. More people have it now because it was in 1997, it would hurt people. They did it wrong. Now it's a lot cheaper. Okay, what's
There's
that?
an-
22
there's
input
another-
sauce.
From 2018 to
Yeah,
2022.
but that's coming out of COVID. Nobody could do nothing during COVID.
So now...
That was 0% of COVID. You couldn't get boobs during COVID. That was 2 years. So they're saying in
From
2020.
2021 to 2022, there was a 29% boost in worldwide
Do you understand?
breast augmentation.
That's during COVID. Let me give you an example. If every store is closed, right? Mm-hmm. And then it's COVID, so no store is open, mm-hmm. but 3 stores open. Mm-hmm. That's all the stores that are open. Even though because
Michael.
the other ones can't. No.
Michael.
Am I making sense? No. I'm just saying, When you have none, I'll put it like this. You know when people release comedy albums? The trick is when you release a comedy album, to make it go number one, all you got to do is buy 10 copies at one time. It'll shoot to the top of the charts. And people are like, it's number one, but it's really not. It's only because you bought the most albums that hour.
I can't wait to read you this next statistic.
Oh my gosh, stop it.
While breast augmentation remains the most popular cosmetic procedure, 143,364 breast lift procedures were
lift is different than breast augmentation, right? Yes.
It is different.
Okay. So you're talking about two different things, Lauren.
No, it still says while breast augmentation remains the most popular. It's just saying that the second most popular is breast lift.
I got to do my own research on this.
This is Google.
Let's
This
check
is
Truth
Google.
Social.
Okay. See, they're turning it off. Well, whatever, man.
Okay.
I just feel it's a lot cheaper to get, but it's not. Okay. Do this. This is what I'm saying. If they are getting it, they're not getting the big ones. They're not getting the D's.
Okay, so ask AI overview.
Because that's what. Hold
on. What is the average size?
Lauren,
this is what we're doing. What is the average size titty?
Okay, before you bring it up, let me make my statement. My whole statement all along has been people are not getting them super big anymore. They're not big boobs are out. I said that.
Okay.
If they are getting them,
That's one thing if they're
CB.
getting them. Okay.
CB.
Okay.
C's or B's?
Average size. Okay. In who knows what 300 and 400
I don't know what that
cc's is?
Well, can you?
What is the
Yeah, what size is 300 cc?
3 to 400 cc?
Yeah, C's.
C's.
C's aren't big.
It's cc.
No, but I'm saying that's probably
Oh,
a
a
C
C
size.
is
What size
average.
A cup. See what I said?
No, hold on. It says for women with an A cup, a 300 cc implant may result in a B or C cup.
See?
But with a B cup, which most women are at least a B.
No.
Yes.
No.
A
See,
cup is like
now you're
no. A cup is scary movie. A cup, and he punches her in the tit because she's flat chested.
Okay.
Yeah, most girls are B cup. So a B cup results in a C or D.
C, but they don't want D's anymore. Do you have D's?
I'm like a triple D.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm no longer. I'm not.
I mean-
a Hollywood agent called me average.
Did they? Your boobs?
The whole shebang.
The whole package average.
34 years old, blonde hair, double D boobs. I was average.
Really?
I was out. I was out.
I can see that.
They were like,
I understand.
yeah.
Because there's so many of you.
That's what I'm saying.
There's so many.
Yeah. I'm like a walking copy, like print copy.
Your new name is Xerox. That's
That's what I mean.
That's what you are.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I understand why you said that.
Yeah.
You're not in anymore.
No, I'm average and I'm out.
But I think you're a
Average and I'm out.
beautiful personality, though.
Thanks. Fuck you too, Michael. You remember how you say this third thing that comes in your
that
head?
was the first. I believe that. No, I believe
definitely
you said
the
that.
first.
No, but I think you're beautiful and kind and average.
Shut the fuck up. All right, so for my dessert question, let's get you out this goddamn door.
I love it. I love it.
How did you propose to your wife?
Well, what I did was I surprised her.
With a breast augmentation?
No.
'Kay.
No. Malibu Winery.
Okay.
So I surprised her. Her friend took her out there, and I surprised her with our dog at the time. It had the ring around his neck. So we go out there, and I dropped to one knee, and I said, "Baby, you're the love of my life. I can't live one more day without you. Every day that goes by that we're not married is a wasted day. Will you marry me?" And she said yes. And then the next surprise was we went into I rented out a house at the Malibu Winery. I flew her best friend in that's a makeup artist to do her makeup. And I had, I forgot the designer name, but we had like 20 dresses she could choose from because we took engagement photos right there.
Yeah.
On Malibu Winery. And then after that, I threw a surprise dinner with her for all her friends and flew in a bunch of her friends from other cities. And we did it. I forgot the restaurant, but we did it that night. And it was so amazing because my wife is so giving to other people.
Yeah.
And to see her the center of attention, it just made my heart warm. And that was the whole day of proposal to photo shoot to throwing her a surprise party, and she didn't know any of it.
But how did the dog come into place?
What do you mean?
The dog had the ring around his neck.
Oh yeah, so he walked up with me.
So she saw it?
Yes, she saw both of us coming, and I dropped to one knee, and I took the ring off the dog's neck, and I asked her.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's what I was wondering is when.
Yeah, we got video of it. It's so
Oh my
awesome.
God, that's so cute.
That's one thing. I am a romantic. I go above and beyond.
Has she done anything really romantic for you?
Everything she does. Like, you know what? She just is, like I said, I'm selfish. She's so selfless. Everything I'm good at, everything I'm terrible at, she's great at. So that's why we're like the perfect.
You found a really good match.
We did. Did you?
Yeah.
That's nice. Isn't it great?
Yeah. And I met him in person.
I think that's the key.
Yeah.
How'd you meet?
At his restaurant.
Oh, okay. That's nice. And does he cook?
Steak. He owns a barbecue restaurant, so he cooks meat.
Oh, it sounded way more romantic. You shouldn't have said the barbecue part. It sounded way more romantic. Because I was thinking 5-star restaurant. You're
Like Michelin star restaurant.
He owns a barbecue joint.
No, he owns a barbecue joint.
That's great. What's it called?
Terry Black's.
Is it here?
It is.
I'll go. I want to go. I love barbecue.
Yeah. If you want to go, I'll hook you up.
All right, cool. I don't. Okay,
Do you like barbecue?
I love barbecue.
No, I'm going to hook you up.
Oh, thank you.
Just say thank you. Take a fucking compliment,
Hey,
okay?
you know what? Chill out with your boobs, okay? Just because big boobs are out and you're mad about it. God, I've never said you act anyway. You act like I attacked your boobs.
No,
or something.
I didn't.
I just said it's not.
You just
popular.
called me average.
No.
You
your
said I was
agent-
out.
No, your agent called you average, and I just agreed with him.
Okay, fair. I'm not offended though.
No, you shouldn't be. Like, you shouldn't at all. I'm not. I feel great.
I would have you back for a second date. Thank you. Can I get a thank you?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, you guys, this has been. Where can people find you?
Oh, michaelyo.com for everything. michaelyo.com. Watch my special Snack Daddy. And New York City. I will be in New York City at the Gramercy September 13th or 20th. And then House of Blues September 20th in Houston and November 7th at House of Blues in Dallas.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And you better come out with your big boobs.
Yeah. Take your big boobs and your big fake ass to Michael Yo's show.
And don't be average.
And don't be average. Be a player for life.
Oh, no. Stop. Love.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching another great episode of First Date. We'll see you next time.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?